Yo YouTube! This is a video for Friday the 22nd of September. It is currently Saturday morning, so I will tell you what I did yesterday. I haven't got my microphone put in because it's not working very well. I am going really slowly on the M25 at the moment, so I'm hoping that the sound is not an issue for you. So let me tell you about yesterday. Oh no, let me tell you about my van. So I had an update. So I got my van back last thing on Thursday, and it was an alternator that had to be replaced, and it cost me a lot of money. I've got the receipt here, and I had it serviced at the same time, but the cost of the actual alternator was £285 before that, and then there was £100 for changing the oils and film. I think it's on the label was £250, £100 for something I can't read on here, something to do with the oil, £10.50 for an oil filter, an air filter for £12.50, and some other consumables for £6, and I can't read what this is, an Airwave something for £32.50. Anyway, the point is, the total cost was £696.80 plus VAT, so £836. And I got van back, which is good. So I wanted to share with you a couple of little things. First of all, on the Thursday when I got back in my van and started the engine, it felt really nice to be back in it and the opportunity to earn some more work. So that's the little first thing. Second thing is, I didn't work for 4 days this week, and I had to pay out £836. So I feel that I'm kind of £2,000 down for this week. So yesterday I had to try and make up some of that £2,000 that I was down, and I'm doing a bit of work today to try and claw a bit more of that money back, but it won't be anywhere near what I spent and lost out on this week. So yesterday I looked on the CX for a job for the morning, and I got one going from Grantham to Sheffield, and I bid £70 on that one. It's about 69 miles loaded, and it's a job that I've done before. It's picking up from a laundry space, I suppose, taking to a hotel, and it's different hotels around the country. I've done it twice now, and I really like this job. I perhaps should talk to the shipper and see if they do it regularly. So it's a really nice job. A bit of handballing, but not too bad. And usually, because you go to a hotel, there's usually somewhere to park, and usually it's because it's commercial. They're expecting what you want, and it's easy to put somewhere down. So it's a nice little job, and I should remember to give that shipper a call. And then the point. Oh yes, and I got that job for a particular reason. I was trying to get myself yesterday somewhere near either Matlock, Wakefield, or Widnes, because it was Friday. It was the last day I had to do my pickup that I'd agreed with the shipper I do regular work for last week. And this was the best job that I actually got for. I quit on 3 jobs. This is the best one that I actually got given. They got me anywhere near those places. So when I got to Sheffield, I was looking at. I got there and offloaded at 11:10, and I was looking at whether I should go down to Matlock, which is about half an hour away, or up to Wakefield, which is about 50 minutes away. And it didn't really make much difference. But there's more work coming from Sheffield going north than there was going south. But the stuff going south was too far south. So I put a couple of bids on, and I got there was about 30 odd jobs on the system as I got to Sheffield. So I had to wade through them all, and nothing was quite. I didn't get quotes given to me for any of the ones that I bid on. I didn't get any jobs for anyone I bid on. And by the time I got through all the quotes, I thought I better just start making a move somewhere. So I decided I'd head towards Wakefield, and that would take me through Sheffield or around Sheffield, and I might pick up a job on the way. But I quickly realised by the time I'd faffed about going in and out, I just wanted to get on with my pickups. So I didn't bother. I bid on a few things but didn't get anything. I just made my way up to Wakefield and did my first pickup. And I got there at 12:30. It was out off site at 12:30. And I was hoping to get across to first of all Widnes, and then down to Matlock, and then down to High Wycombe before the depot closed. This was a Friday. This was yesterday, and getting across from Sheffield to Wakefield took me about an hour, which is quite a long time. But then getting from Wakefield to Widnes took me about 2.25 hours. It was so busy with traffic, and it was stop-start. There was roadworks, and it was busy, so it was quite a trudge to get across to Widnes. And then getting down from Widnes to Matlock, exactly the same. It was about 2 hours, and so I didn't get to finish at Matlock till about 5:15, and it was 2.25 hours to get from there to High Wycombe. So although I thought I could get them all done and back down in a day, in the end I couldn't, because I arrived at the depot at just 8:05 at High Wycombe, and it was closed, which I wasn't surprised about. So I tramped outside the depot, and that was my day. So it was just a question of catching up on the work I'd already agreed to do. I got one little job to get me closer to a pickup from home than I would have otherwise. But other than that, it was just doing my one job that I'd agreed to do. So I ended up this morning getting up quite late. I didn't sleep very well. It was quite a bit chilly and quite noisy, and so I ended up not getting out of bed till about 9:30, and I sort of dozed from about 7 till 9:30. I think I was sort of in and out of sleep, and I wasn't completely certain, although I was probably 90% certain the depot was open on Saturday, but I hadn't never done Saturday before, so I was hoping it was actually open. And so when I opened my van and looked that there was a van in the depot, I was really pleased because I knew it was open. So I got myself into the depot, unloaded, got my pod sign, took a photo, come out of the depot, and I was finished by about 10:05. By the time I got everything packed away and done that drop off. And then I thought I'd look see if there's any jobs locally to High Wycombe that I can do. I'm quite prepared to work today, and I did think, well, maybe I could work on a Saturday in and around London. Maybe it won't be quite so busy in terms of other drivers. Maybe there'll be work. So I'm currently doing that. So I'm currently on a job. I had to pick it up from about 50 minutes from where I was based. It wasn't in High Wycombe. The job that I got was from Byfleet. It was for a car, and it was going to Romford, and that's the job I'm doing right now. I'm heading to Romford. I'm unlikely, I think, to get any more work going up towards home. At least I'll be the right side of London when I finish this. I'll be north of London. This job is 64 miles on the CX. I paid £70 for it. And it actually said it's for a car. Now I would say it's not really a car job. I would say it's a small van job. It's two quite big boxes that they would fit into an estate car just about, but they're quite big boxes. And I think that saying it's a car job is a bit cheeky. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I've got a car or a small van. So I've got £70 for 64 miles, and it'll get me from High Wycombe to Romford paid, effectively. There's a couple couple of things I want to say in this video that I didn't get to say last week. One thing is about the fuel price. It's going up really high, and I'm now basically looking at forecourt prices and not bothering about keeping my fuel cards. Just to let you know, I've got 2 fuel cards, and the current price, including VAT for them, is as follows. Just get the right part of my spreadsheet. So it's £161 per litre for one fuel card, and 163.50 effectively for the other fuel card. And my local fuel at the time this was done was 159 pence. Now, I have quite expensive fuel where I live, so when I'm out and about, I'm now looking at any fuel stations. Forecourt prices are less than 160, and if they are, I'll get fuel from them on my business bank card. The fuel cards don't really work for me at the moment, and so I'm just looking out everywhere I go. I'm looking at prices locally, and there's lots of places are cheaper than my local fuel. And the second thing I wanted to say is, this is my experience of this job. It's about people. Lots of the people that I come across are really nice people. They're friendly, they're helpful, and they're pleasant to work with, even if it's for a short amount of time. And I like that aspect of this job. I don't have to get into much small talk, or even have much interactions, but they're very pleasant people, and I find that really helpful. And I think that part of the reason why I experience that is that I go in being really helpful and polite and nice to people. And I think that does make a difference. I think that I probably get more positive responses back to me because of me starting off a conversation being cheerful and friendly than if I went in being miserable or grumpy or short-tempered. So I have some control over how my day goes by kind of instigating the kind of, this interaction we're going to have is going to be nice, friendly and pleasant. And that's what I always try and do when I'm first get to it. I try and look in the eye, I wave, I smile. Well, I don't always wave, I smile, say hello. I'm not saying I'm very good at it. It's basic stuff. It's smiling, it's saying thank you, it's your tone of voice. I definitely wouldn't say I'm charming, so I don't have particular skills in people. But I do think that, as I said, I get a lot of positivity back in my day, and I think part of it at least is because I do that as well. Right, thank you very much for listening. I'll do my stats for yesterday and today later today. Thank you for listening. What have you learnt today?